Hi everyone, so today we're going to work with like the cutest collection that Spellbinders brought out here in September. I did a whole kind of unboxing of their September collections. I mean, I don't have like every single item or even every collection, but I did show a good amount of those, and I talked all about these guys. So this is the Dancing Christmas. I have the little Figgy pudding, and I have the little gingerbread guys, and they kind of have a similar feel as far as like their little face and things, and you know, obviously it's going to be like brown and sticky like toffee pudding looking, and then we have the gingerbread people here. So I'll link that video in the description box. Obviously we're going to use pretty much all the pieces today, and these items were sent free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items to those links. That's why they look the way they do. Obviously when you receive yours, they'll be on a carrier. You might have instruction if they need it, and then I also have the stamp set that goes with them. The stamp set also, it's kind of like a punny set, so there are two other characters in the collection that are a penguin, and I always forget the second one for whatever reason, or I remember the other one and I forgot the penguin. And the little mouse. That's what it was. Last time I remember the little mouse, and then I forgot the penguin. But I think the mouse is like holding like a little gift, and then the penguin's like ice skating or something like that. So we have our little gingerbread boy and girl in this one, and we have the little Figgy pudding whose little legs dance in this one. So I think, why not? Maybe I'll do both of them in this video. I don't think they're going to take very long. I mean, the Figgy pudding has like a little scarf in his legs, and it's not like a whole lot of detail, although he's super cute. He has his little icing on his head and all that. So very quick little project. And then these guys, the only thing that's going to take a little longer is probably putting down your squigglies, but you know, no big deal. So what I'm going to do is come back with a couple card bases that I already created, because that's not the biggest deal, and then we'll put together our little guys, okay? So I will be right back. Quickly kind of showing you what I was doing here, just putting a lot of matte layers together from the oops, I thought I still had it here. I guess not. There it is. From the Make It Merry Christmas kit, which actually was also offered on HSN, and I believe it might still be there, but I keep forgetting that Spellbinders is bringing a lot of their new collections even onto HSN. So if you're, you know, HSN shopper, you like to shop there, I'll try to remember to add those links whenever I do other links. I don't think they have the advent calendars though. But anyway, so what happened is the pattern paper in that kit is 6x6, so the biggest I can really do is 6 inches wide at least, or tall, however you're orienting your card. And so what I did was I did 4x6, and then like, I don't remember, I just started matte layering what I thought would look best. I guess 6 and 3/8 by probably 4 3/8 ish, and then the other one is 6 3/4 by probably 4 3/4 ish. I just kind of started eyeballing it after a while. So those are the different paper layers, and what I was showing you is I gutted the back of the red one because I needed some red, and I was like, oh, you know what, I'll just get it from here, and no one knows that that's missing. So what I think is what we're going to do is put all 3 of our friends on one card. That way there's just a little gang of cutie pies here. So I grabbed different browns. This is kind of a creamy off-white, but it's pearlescent, so I thought it'd be cute for the icing, you know. So for my Figgy pudding, I went with this darker brown is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to cut this from that. I guess his little legs probably from the same color, unless you want it to like he's wearing like leggings or something, you know, you can definitely do a different color on that. The arms, the base is going to be the same color also. And this is icing, this is scarf stuff, shoes and other things. So for Figgy pudding, that's his base colors right there. Or those are. Oh, where did I put this over here? For gingerbread, I had brought out craft cardstock at first, but I was like, no, there's that one color I usually use from Tonic Studios. It's called like Ginger Pie, I think, or something, which I think is really cute. So I grabbed this one, and it does have some texture to it. You can use the other side if you don't want the texture, you know, whatever you like to do. So we'll cut out both of our little guys. Hopefully you can use both of them. So both of them, base bodies. For each one of them, I guess we should do this part. And I'll use it in the brown color just in case it peeks out for some reason. So for both of them, so we already have these guys, but I'll need to cut 2 of this. One for either person. And then we have, you know, her dress. This has the icing for her head, or his, however you want to play up the little icing. The dress also has icing, which are these pieces, and then these are the hand and arm pieces. Hand and arm pieces. Arm and leg pieces. Which you'll probably have to cut out twice for each little guy, I would assume. So we'll see. So we have that. You have a little hat, the scarf or belt. Oh, the headband. This piece right here, this piece that goes there. So these are like white options, and then more accent pieces for the little scarf. So, you know, depending on how you're playing that up. So we have these, all right, for the bodies. And then as far as accent pieces, like I said, I have that little off-white, so I'm going to use that on here. This is like a creamy kind of off-white. I mean, if you really want to go white, you might want to think about that. You know, definitely do it. These are going to be the white accent pieces for your hat. Maybe hat and bow are cut from this red. Maybe dress is also red. Sure, that's a lot of red. Let me see. Oh, you know what? She has icing on her head. She does have a bow, but okay. And then your main scarf piece, which I'll go with the white also, or the off-white, and then it's going to have red accents. So these guys are going to be wearing red, okay? And then for our little guy over here, we need the icing. So I'll run that through this also. I didn't think of anything playful to do with his little colors here. Oh, you know what? He's going to be wearing green. So let's run his scarf base through white also. But then the accent pieces, these guys, I'm going to run through green, so he'll be wearing green. And since he's wearing green, let's go ahead and give him green boots and hands. I am going to run this through twice because I like the boots or whatever's on the leg part that kind of moves to be heavier. It makes it the action more noticeable. So I'll probably run that through twice. Okay, guys, as far as the boots are concerned. Oh, and I guess we have holly too on this one, so let's just run that through some green. And then his little berries I can run through the red paper. Okay, and I'll be right back. Just, again, cutting out as many pieces as I can on each, you know, cut, which is really fun because it gets things done really quickly. And then the accent pieces are going to be the very last thing because they are also small and I don't want to misplace them in the meantime, you know. So a couple more run throughs and I'll be right back. So I do have some smaller pieces on this one, so I'm just going to open this up and we'll just start addressing those. Look at that, everything just came right out. Okay, again, the boots I'm going to run through a second time just to get a little more weight under there so we can put that to the side. So I'm going to run that again. And so I'm going to put this here. Let me get a little bit closer. We are working on 2 different characters, but I mean, I think you can follow along pretty easily. Actually, 3 different characters, right? If we're considering all of our little guys. So I just went with red. I mean, sparkly red is very cute, of course, for our little berries. People ask me about this all the time. My little pointy, you know, setter here. It's from Diamond Press. Sometimes they have it on their site and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's on HSN and sometimes it's not because they sell out. So if they're ever available, I try to link them, but right now I don't think it's available anywhere. Sorry guys, but look at that. So cute. My little berries, just have that done. And then we have so the greenery that goes to like our scarf and pieces. I was looking for this piece here. So for Figgy pudding, it's this piece and this piece that makes a scarf. So there's this little random piece right here that actually goes on this portion. So we can do is put a little glue here. And there are instructions, which I love when they do this, but Spellbinders used to have a little, with the product description, it might say like to download the instructions. Not that they've gotten away from that, but they just done it a little bit differently now. So what you can do is, it's in with the images. So, you know, if you're looking at the products like, oh, they made cards that look like this, or some kind of inspo or example, a lot of times at the very end of that reel, just keep going through the images, you will find instructions that you can just basically right click, you know, save as, open a new window, and then save the image, and then you'll have the instruction. But for this one, it goes like that. So from that same die, that long strip, you'll have the piece for the accents plus this guy, and they're just lined up, so hopefully you can see. If I have this and it has like little I don't know if you can see them, score lines. There you go, there's score lines, and then you can just see exactly where these pieces go. And basically starting with this one here, you have one piece, skip an area, two piece, skip an area, and at the end. So they just are lined up, so you just bring it over, pop it in there between the score lines. There, so cute. Over here, and then one more piece here, and that is the scarf. You'll have this little piece to play with for our little Figgy pudding. I'm gonna put that over there with his stuff, and then he also has his little feet. Well, let's just bring that over right now. Like I said, I'm gonna run it through twice. Where did his legs go? Let me grab them, they're under the paper. So what it is, I grabbed Figgy Pudding's pieces. Let's put all these pieces over here because these have to do with gingerbread. So let's bring back Figgy Pudding's pieces. And he has, you know, little icing on the head, and actually I had this right off the edge of my die cutting area, so it left a little fluff. Okay, so, you know, do you want to put the pudding or not? Or the icing? Of course you do. So let's put that on his little head, and we are going to have to put something behind his head to hold like different pieces if you want. So let's just put that on there. I'm just kind of lining it up with wherever it seems like it would line up with. I suppose there. Oh my gosh, he is so adorable. And then we have a scarf, and then these are his legs, and like I said, I'm going to put 2 sets of boots on his little legs, but for right now I'll just add the one, and then I'm just going to put another layer of boot on top, okay guys? And that just gives you a little extra weight so that his little legs will have more movement. So again, just run it through and then just stick one on top, another set. Okay. That's the first set, and those are his little legs. Oh my gosh. And then his little hands. And he's definitely made in a way so his hands are kind of like one up and one down. You can probably manipulate these and play with them in a way if you want them both to be facing down, you know, just depends on if you want that, or maybe turn this over and then put the glove on the other side. They just definitely have a shape to them. A direction, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, you know, however you want to play with those guys. Or like this guy up here and then this guy. Anyway, we'll see. So when we get there. We are going to back up his face, but we'll do that with everybody because everybody's going to need to have something similar to that. So we have all his pieces and his scarf and his little cute holly there. So let's put him to the side and let's start working on the other guys. And I'm just going to put this up on here and look how cute those colors are already together. Love it. Okay, so these little guys, we're not going to stick these together because the body is going to be kind of rolling around on this. So what you can do is go ahead and glue that down. You know, this is going to be stuck down with a dimensional that just lets it move, and then this is going to be on top of that dimensional. So we can go ahead and glue these to their bodies. And you can do that last if you want, after you do the other decorative pieces. I didn't do the second set of white icing yet, but let's see how that works out. Okay, so that. You know, do you want to use the little icing? Let's put that on one of the characters. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. And of course, if you want to ink, you can definitely do that. How cute is that? Okay, and then where is Red Santa Hat? Did I not? It might still be stuck on here. Yeah, and then we have some other pieces, which I was trying to be careful with, because again, if they're just lined up, it makes it very easy to use. But let's take the Santa hat, and let's go ahead and put the band on it, and then little puff. The puff is definitely a certain shape there. There we go. It has an outline of the shape. Then we have this guy. My goodness, so cute. And that can go on one of the heads too. I'm not going to glue it down quite yet, because do you want a fun little angle, or just... Actually, let's go ahead and glue it down. I like the way that looks. I knew as soon as I said, I'm not going to glue it down quite yet, I'm like, oh, aren't you? Of course you will. Okay, so there we go. Super cute. We have our little red dress, and like I said, this one's going to have some little icing on the dress. Let's go that way. Okay, and I am going to put a little bit of glue on this, as opposed to just, sometimes I'll do a squiggle like on the dress, but I have no idea how that is actually going to lay down. So let's just do this. Oh my goodness, so cute. And then there's a little squiggle that goes toward the top, you know. So I'll just put that there. Higher, a little higher. Oops. Okay. Something like that. And I don't know, you know, which one's which, but that would be like a little dress. Okay, and then like I said, we have squiggles. So let's put them on this one first. I suppose you don't have to put squiggles on both of the characters. You can just put the glue. Oh, I should have measured that first, but that looks good. So these are two smaller ones and two that look a little bit wider. And so that's what I used here. And I'm placing them this way. You can place them the other way. You know, if you think the squiggle should go up and down in the other direction, do whatever you like. And I'm just going to glue this guy down. And then on the opposite arm, I'll glue another one also down, okay, on this other side. Okay, so I got that down, and I'll do the exact same thing for her little body once I cut them out, because like I said, I haven't cut them out yet. We also have two little white dots. Now, you don't have to make them in white, you can cut them out with something else, but since they're here and I ran them through and they were on that white, I'm just going to stick them down, and maybe that'll help you know where to put, you know, your little icing too. But there you go, just a couple little something there. Let's see. Oh, I'm so silly. I pulled up the instructions so you can see what I'm talking about. See, you can find these on these guys. And I put the little white icing a little too low. But that's okay. I was like, maybe I do another layer of it. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. So we have her head little bow here. And that can also take a little white dot. So that same white can get a few different things for you. We need to work on the scarf. So let's put this here. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure. Oh, okay, I see. Interesting. So this is the scarf bit that goes like this. And then these pieces, you know, obviously go like that. Well, I don't know if that's obvious, but that's how they go. They also have little marks on them, so hopefully you can see that, where you're going to place whatever color that you were using. And then you have your little frill. So my little scarf bits got a little bit out of control over here because I let them fall out. But what I can see is that there is, let me just put them here, I suppose. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. And then these pieces here, like I said, they're all in order so that you can just pick them right off and use them. So basically for this guy, we are going to have a piece that's right here, right in the center, and then skip a white space and right there. So this is the center one. Let me make sure I have this lined up right. Sorry. It goes there. And then the two bits on either side. Oh, so cute. I'm just trying to see if I have them on the right mark. I suppose it doesn't really matter. Okay, there and there. So that's a little scarf that goes like that. And then these guys have these odd little bits that are at the very end here. So like that one goes there. And this one goes here. just a little different style of scarf, the way it's tied up. And then these are the bits that finish that off. And like I said, I did drop one, so it's down here. And they just go into, so I can show you. So, oh gosh, you skip this area, you're gonna stick it down here, you skip that area, and then you have the frill. And so I'll put this down for the frill just because, but I do have white frill. Maybe you want to make it a different color so it stands out more, but for now I just have that white with white. And then this guy, is it this one? Yep. So right in the center here, we're gonna place these, and the shape is perfect for that area, so you know exactly where it goes. Okay, so that's the other part of the scarf. And like I said, I have white fringe. Maybe you want to do a color that pops more. And then we have this guy here. And this guy here. So, a couple things. I'm going to run this one back through. Where is it? Or white. Just to get a little dot for the center of my bow. And then maybe I'll go ahead and get another squiggly for the top of the dress, and then I'll put her little squiggles on, and then one more set of green boots like I had mentioned, okay? And I'll be right back. Oh, you know what? You can actually use one of the little berries as a bow center. That'd be cute too, huh? One of the little holly berries. Cute. Okay, I'll be back. Guys, so, oh, I wanted to wait for this part just to show you. I'll just put the little center, and again, just one of the same dots that comes out of that one die. And we can probably put her little hair bow on. I mean, it depends where you want to put her, how or however, but I think I'm going to put it on this little icing head. So cute. Just a little bit of glue down towards the bottom. Oh my gosh, you guys. So we have our bodies. I did add another little ruffle layer. Again, that one probably shouldn't have been there, but that's okay, you know. Oh my goodness, how cute is that? So actually I'll put glue on here. And I'm putting it right up to cover kind of that area there. Hopefully you can see that's a little bit off the body, like above that area. And there's her little dress. We're not going to stick that together yet. And then we have our little scarf. So the scarf, we're just going to put it together in a way that looks super cute. So however that is for you. This part basically goes up here like this. And then we have these pieces that are like a little scarf tie or knot. And they're supposed to go underneath, basically. So just a little bit of that red's going to be showing. So maybe I'll stick them together here first, and then stick that together. I don't know, something like that. And then maybe here. Everything has to be fun and avant-garde and to the side there. Something like that. I'm making it so a little bit of that red shows. It's not really showing too much, that top layer of red. And then we're going to put that here. Cute. Okay, well I'm just going to stick that straight down, and if you want to, you can give the scarf maybe a little zhuzh. Just plenty of glue holding that down. And again, from you right in there. I'm going to hold that down. It is a little bulkier, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I have a little extra of this stuff on that second die. Oh, actually I still need that, but what we're going to do now is the face. So do you want to just take black and put it behind there, and then that will just be, you know, what's back there? I think what I'm going to do is back it up with maybe some of the same color, because I have some scraps here of paper that will help me do that. And then same thing with our other little guy. Let me see. Just something to hold on to. The facial pieces, and then I'm gonna run the little face back through some pink paper, get some pink cheeks, and then black paper to get black eyes and mouth. I mean, if you want to do white icing, you can definitely run back through something white, but that's all I'm doing is just backing it up. So I'll do the same thing with this guy and with this guy with their respective colors, and I'll be right back. So I grabbed a really kind of bright pink and some black, and what we can do is for each guy, he has also eyes and cheeks, is I'll run it through like black paper, whose little face this is. Okay, and I want, whose face is this? This is this one. So from the black paper, I want the little mouth, and I want the eyeballs. So we have that. And one eyeball. Ah, not like that. And then the other eyes here. How cute, and that just makes them come to life, and then the little mouth. Try to get them in those little spots there. There we go. And you can definitely take like a white gel pen, which I always forget to do, so if I remember, I will bring one out. I thought I kept one here, but I don't see it. Oh, actually I have this one, but I haven't used this in so long. Let me see if this will work. Let's see. This will work for me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get this one going again. But either way, I can do that and then add a little white detail. Okay, so I'll get this one going, or I'll find. Oh, here's another one. Oh, that one's ready to go. I don't know. Maybe a little something like that. Just a little detail on their eye. Okay, and then the pink, I'll run through the same dye. So do just this bottom area, just making sure I get his little cheeks. And I'll do the same thing for the girl with her face, and then the little figgy pudding for his face. And then we'll get these guys on our card. I think we have all the details and ready to go. So we're just looking for cheeks now. It's this one and this one. And just pop that in there. So cute. And pop this guy in here. And I mean, look at that. Just comes to life, so cute. And then we're gonna put it together like that. That's a scrap that shouldn't be there. Okay, I'll be back. So these guys are basically assembled. We just have to put them together as far as, you know, the dimensional adhesive. The other one that is not quite put together quite yet is our little figgy pudding. So let's put these guys over here for a moment, and hopefully I don't forget that I closed in on the image here. So you know, he has his little pudding, and she has her bow over there. His thing. I'll put it on this side, although I really want to put it on the left side. But I figure if her bow's like in that direction, his bow, you know. So we're going to put that right there. And then we have, again, play around with the arms, and of course his little scarf. His little scarf, I have a feeling that goes directly around his little like neck area. This little area here. You know, wherever that looks right. And as you can see, it kind of curves in, and that's where I'm going to choose where that needs to go. So let's just get this going. And wherever that curves, right there. So where it's touching the very end, so it looks like it's going around his little neck, as it were. And then we have this piece here. You can put that wherever you like. You know, maybe there. Nope. So cute. I'm just gonna hold that for a second, and then I'm probably gonna put him in the center, and our other little guys can be around him. So where his little arms go, this guy's like over here. Super cute. Oh my goodness, just adorable. Yeah, something like that. Our little figgy pudding, he's so cute. Okay. He's just kind of like, hey. Alright, I'm gonna hold those down for a second, and then when we come back, we're just gonna put our foam adhesive, and that will put our little guys together, right? I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we have our little characters here. I have some circular dimensional adhesives. So what happens with these guys, we're just kind of eyeballing where we're at. And I'm going to put this up here at the very top, touching that little body, because, not trapping it, but just right there. If you put it in the center, and then when you pick up your card, it's going to fall down anyway, so you kind of have to eyeball that. And that's all you're sticking down. You're not gluing down the body, unless you want to, right? If you don't want it to dance, then, you know, you can just glue it down, no big deal. I'm going to get a little big bigger piece to go behind her head, just for a little more stability. So like this, and I took the carrier off, and then I'm going to put some up here, because what happens is her head sticks here and it also sticks there. So I'm putting this on here in a way that I think is super cute. Oh my gosh, so it's stick there, and she'll move in just a minute. Same thing with this guy, you know, where do we want to put the center? I really like that they made a big opening, because, you know, it depends on the type of glue you have, dimensional. And this one works for me, and that's what I'm using, but you can use a larger one too. So I think these are 1/4 inch circles is what I have here. This guy is pretty big at the top, so I'm just going to take a big chunk of this and put it in a way that's not going to impede the movement. Whenever you put that second piece, this one might be a little too long. I actually will put it like this, and I think it'll be okay. And then maybe one more little dot up here just to support him. And maybe one more dot down here. He's a pretty big character, guys. Okay. And just put him down over his little figgy putty body. And I have him kind of straight, and that's okay. That's maybe... Okay. So that center piece, and then the pieces that we added. And then with this little guy, again, knowing where his little body's going to be, I think that's good right there. Put that guy, oh, I stuck it down, silly girl. Let's move that, there we go. Alright, and then another little chunk for him behind his head. Ah, well, there goes one of my circles. How funny. Put that over there. You guys, these are so cute. And then, you know, we have the stamp set. Of course, we have stamps that are punny and things like that you can add. I do have some that are already cut from sentiments that I did, or I think in July, that are more Christmas related, whatever it is that you want to do. I think what I'll do is probably stamp something and then just cut it out, and I'll put it up here, and I'll just do that off camera, you know, because I know the video is probably a little bit long since we went with all the different characters that I have here today. But let's see what happened. I didn't double weight their body because their body already has like dress and all this other stuff, so it's already heavy as it is. But let's see what kind of movement we get here. I was gonna say something is sticking here. It might be that big piece of foam that I put there. It is. Okay, let's fix him. Sorry guys. This guy right here is impeding, and so is this guy. So let's move this one up out of the way, and maybe we just don't use this piece. Let's see how that moves. Does that move better? Nope. Good thing I tested it. Okay, that should be okay. Since he's much bigger, it was harder for me to see what I'm doing behind there. That should work much better. What is sticking up here? I'll get rid of that in just a second. Okay. Now let's see, guys. Oh my goodness. And again, because that extra weight with his little feet, it just works better. A lot of times if it's too light, it'll move, but it doesn't move as well. And then their bodies are just moving because, again, they have all that weight from the clothing. And I love that they made a bigger loop so you can use different sizes of foam. Oh my goodness. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much, Spellbinders, for these items for you. The Dancing Christmas. I mean, the figgy pudding. And again, they don't have to dance if you just want to make little characters. You have them. How cute would they be in foam? And not foam. Well, foam would be fun, but felt. If you are using felt, because I had mentioned that too with the stitching sets, I was like, ooh, like the Advent one. They're a good size. They'd be really nice to work with felt. You want to use a stiff felt, okay? I know there's felt that's like really soft, and that's great for like flowers maybe or things like that, but when you have detail, even just these little eyes being cut out or stuff like that, you want a nice firm felt, okay? So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I'll have the images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box, and I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.